quick, fast, in a hurry. While it's halftime, the Bums is about to blow the game and lose to the Chiefs. I'd rather see them lose in the Super Bowl like they've been used to doing for the fifth time. But anyways, so the rumors is that Michelle Obama and Barack Obama is breaking up and all that jazz, and allegedly he's dating Jennifer Aniston, which is a wild situation. Yeah, so I hate as soon as I start doing the videos for my message. But anyways, Barack Obama and Michelle Obama allegedly are supposed to be broken up. People are looking at because she didn't come to the funeral and because she didn't come to the inauguration. And of course, black people make everything about them, and it's generally black women is making her the face of I'm not going and I'm not showing up. Ironically, if a black man was with a black woman who was in a position of leadership and he didn't show up for her moments or moments that all the other wives are there, then it would be an issue. You already know. Or why ain't he there with his woman? Why he ain't supporting her? Blah, blah, blah. Whatever. I never believed in the whole black love thing, stuff that black people put Michelle and Barack Obama was on. I never believed it. I always thought their relationship was political and convenient. As you look at all these politicians, and none of them are by chance. They're all chosen and vetted for this beyond when they even run for a election. This is not something that just happens out of the wazoo. All the damn presidents are related to the same motherfuckers in England. Even Barack Obama. Only Trump is probably not in that mix, which is weird. But if you read his book and you read the book of the Asian woman who came out a few years ago saying that, like, yo, the Asian white chick that he was dating, like, that's who he was with before Michelle. He loved her or whatever, and that's according to her. Some people got offended by that, saying, like, why is she coming out now talking about that? And I get it. Like, this is black people's black goals, and we have this weird we're enamored with the whole thing going on in London with Meghan Markle and Prince Harry. So Barack Obama and Michelle were supposed to be that American version of that, but apparently that wasn't good enough because as soon as Meghan Markle got in the picture, they one dropped her, ruled her to their black queen status, which is, whatever. So I didn't really have nothing to say about that. I never believed it, though. I always believed that their relationship, not saying that they didn't have a genuine attraction or love for each other and all that stuff. I think that has to come with it eventually or at some point. But when you're a politician, one of y'all got to have money. Both of y'all can't be on a roll and campaigning and spending a bunch of money and losing elections and all that. And there were even rumors that she was going to leave Barack after his first loss to Bobby Rush when he lost in Chicago because that bankrupted him financially. Michelle was the breadwinner in the relationship when he decided to walk away from Wall Street and all that stuff and became a quote-unquote community organizer and stopped practicing law. He ain't had no money. She did. That's generally how the political relationships work. You look at Senator Kerry Hines. He married into the Hine family. John Kerry. He married into the people who got ketchup. Like, the power and the money go hand in hand. And that goes from the top level to the bottom level. You look at Governor Chris Krispy Kreme. His wife makes way more money than him. She's rich as hell. But he had the power, she had the money, and so on and so on. I think Marco Rubio, his wife had to step down from some big ass position that she had where she made a lot of money when he ran back in 2016. That's just generally how it goes. Somebody got to have some real bread when they want at least a fallback plan to compensate for the other person's lack of financial situations when they might lose in an election or the debt that they're going to go into by going into these elections. So that's how my thought process has always been about them. But, I was quiet. I ain't say nothing. I let black women have their little relationship goals, even though it wasn't good enough because they still were tripping over Meghan Markle and the stuff over there, even though they fought a whole war to not care about any of that stuff over there. But black women loved it. It was black love goals and all that other stuff. We know that Barack Obama's win had a lot to do with Michelle Obama being there. Barack Obama could not have married a white woman and been who he was, even just like Dr. King could have not married that white woman he wanted to marry when he was younger. He would have never been able to be who he was. Like, again, he was also chosen and picked to be who he was and groomed to be that way from 15, from a young age. So the talented bourgeoisie niggas, they picked him just like they picked the chick on the bus to be the one to be the face of that. We all know the story about the young black girl who happened before a week before her or some shit like that, but they didn't pick her obviously because the options were bad. A young girl, but they had who they wanted to pick to put in these positions, and that at every level, that's the thing. So I'm not surprised if they do get divorced if anything happen like that. I never believed into the hype of that relationship. Obviously, I never said nothing about it because black people looked up to that. Some people felt some type of way when that Asian white chick that Barack Obama was dating came out with a book saying like, no, we were in love, we were gonna get married, and blah blah blah, and he only chose her because of politics and all that. I agree. That wasn't wrong. And it's funny too. It's like all the people that black folks have put on these black relationship love pedestals, they all have been bullshit. Whether on a ghetto level, Remy Ma and Pat Poose, they done, which is terrible. That was like the low level one. You had Will and Jada, everybody looking at them crazy and sideways. Even though they're still together technically, everybody looking at them sideways still. Barack Obama now, and there's probably even more that I can't even think of that we put on this weird pedestal, and we don't know nothing about what's going behind closed doors and what's going on in their relationship. And we don't even know if these relationships are just business arrangements or political things that, and we hype them up and we want to get behind them, and then we get let down because we put way too much energy in other people's shit. But yeah, it's a possibility that they could be done. I don't think, Barack Obama's been out of the White House a long enough time. He's doing his own thing, hanging out with gay white billionaires on the back of ski-doos and stuff. And she is producing movies and stuff like that, and executive producing shitty-ass Netflix movies. So I don't think they need each other no more. Like, it's done. But the one thing I thought is funny, though, is how while black women are using her, black people in general, but black women in particular mainly, are using her to be the face of, if I don't want to go nowhere, I'm not showing up. Or, using her as an example of, I'm consistent and I'm not going to fake around like Barack Obama and be taking pictures with Trump, showing all my teeth and all that other stuff. When really it could just simply be that they're not together no more. Like, it ain't got nothing to do with any of that. It's just simply she leaving. And even if she does leave him or whatever is going to happen, because it's saying he's dating someone else already, even if it did happen, black women are going to rally behind her and support her. And all this, the love and admiration that black people and black women in particular have for Barack Obama, watch how quick that go away. Watch how quickly they turn on him and jump on her bandwagon and support her. But what do y'all think? Do you think the honeymoon, pun intended, is over? Do you think that, that's not even a penalty. The refs is cheating again now for the KFC. But anyways, what do y'all think though? Because I don't see why it took this long. The girls are grown and adults. Like, they doing their own thing. They all weird and doing whatever they doing. They both independently got wealth. Like, she got her book that did what it did. He got his books, and they got, again, the shitty ass movies they executive producing on Netflix. So it's like they don't need each other. People are also saying too, on the low, that Prince Henry and Meghan might be doing something because she's doing like a podcast without her husband now, cooking food, but like in the most F the poor and middle class people, like that whole situation, or flea flicker. But people are saying that too, but that's true about them as well, that they might be over. And again, all the people you put on pedestals and live vicariously through their relationships, it don't seem to working out. Maybe you should stop and focus on your own relationships and stop worrying about the other people's, thinking that they sugar and spice and everything nice, and they're just as human and got just as many problems, and they just are growing. I fortunately would not like to see that happen though, because I hate divorce. No matter who it is, even if I like your politics or not, or like you or not, divorce is fucking sad. Like, that shit is just depressing thinking about it. I was looking at pictures from high school. from a couple of weddings that I went to of my white friends, and like two out of the three are all divorced. Like, that shit is crazy, and their marriages didn't last. They got married young. That's the funny thing too, because black women be on talking about, if I was with a white man, I'd been married by now and have such kids and all that. And I'm like, yeah, you probably be that and divorced too, because they get married young as fuck, but they also get divorced at middle age. Like, they be getting divorced around late 30s, mid 40s, and on their second and third marriages or whatever. But that's my video. I'm out.